Hello, what's up? It's JR. Today we are going to talk about scales and key signature. This lesson will be a little bit tougher if you haven't revised back on the previous video. I know most of you are new to the channel, so if you are a complete beginner, do look back to the previous 2 lessons that I posted. And remember to share the channel if you think it's worth for the value. And let's get started. If you ever play for orchestra or school band, I assume that you has exposed to different scales and key signatures. You have actually see something like this, or this. I believe that you often doubt on one question, why there are so many keys in music and why it is necessary to write music in different keys. Why don't we can just standardize every music into one specific key and just put some accidentals to indicate the notes? If you are playing instruments other than a piano, you will think that learning other keys is hard. Because for these instruments like trumpet, violin or clarinet, each music note has its specific fingering, except for some alternative fingering, it will works almost the same for most of the musical instruments. Exception, only if you are kazoo player. So what is the use of different scales and keys? There are all quite a lot reasons to explain, mainly on the instrument's behavior and the culture of the music. Musical instruments usually came with different sizes and shapes. Each type of instrument comes with a standard key. For example, B-flat trumpet, E-flat euphonium and B-flat saxophone. And not to mention, these instruments have limited range to play the notes, some narrow and some wider to allow it to play piece in its comfortable range. Still, there are certain music that the musical instrument can't play. To solve it, we have to transpose the music into lower or higher key to play it. Another reason for it, the culture. Their cultural music requires the player plays in other scales than 12-tone equal temperament scale to display the unique of the piece. Alright, without further ado, let's jump straight into the lesson. A scale is a group of musical notes arranged in order. The most common scale that we use today is the 12-tone equal temperament scales. According to what we found, 12 equal tone temperament musical system that divides octave into 12 parts. And the musical system is so widely known that almost all musical pieces and instruments started from classical pied form under the basic structure of the system. We can also tell that the scale that we are using today is basically the combination of these 12 notes. Take this example. A C major scale arrangement is not necessary only practical on C, we can start on D or any note in between these 12 notes. It's only add on some sharps or flats, but the order of the notes remains as it move higher or lower key. To understand it, we often visualize on a piano keyboard. Before that, you have to know the difference between semitone and tone. Semitone is 1 step above or below, while tone is 2 steps above or below. A complete arrangement of a major scale is shown here. Whole, whole, semi, whole, 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 semi. With this arrangement, you can switch the starting note onto any note that you want to start. For example, if you start on B flat, it will be B flat major, etc. But it is too hard to memorize all the sharps or flats on every major scale. To organize all the sharps and flats, we put it into something called key signature. In a more simple way, key signature tells musician what key is the piece and which notes have to be sharpened or flattened. If we say major is a portrait of happiness, then minor will be the opposite of it. Minor is sound more solemn, deep and indeed sad. And what makes them different is the arrangement that what I mentioned before. 3 important minor scale progression are the natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. In natural minor, the 6th and 7th are flattened, in harmonic minor, flat 6th, natural 7th, and lastly, melodic minor natural 6th and 7th. Look here, natural minor is originally derived from C major, moving all the way down to A, with all the same white keys. While, for melodic harmonic, the progression is different going up and down. When the progression going up, 6th and 7th are naturals. If it is going down, we play the flattened 6th and 7th. Before we end, let's listen to the major and minor version of Mozart Piano Sonata in C, K 545. That's the end of part 1. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Remember to hit the like buttons, subscribe my channel, and share this video to your friends. Hope to see you in the next lesson. Bye.